Marcel the Shell is like nothing else. Like, I would think that you would have to write pages and pages of notes on who this person is to be able to make all his statements consistent.
Or you just blast it.
Is it an improv thing completely?
It's all improvised. And then Dean culls the audio and will be like, you know, it's really interesting that this came up a few times. Let's go down this road.
I would assume things would come out that are completely buried in your subconscious. Like, do you find there's wisdom that's tied to another idea? Like, do you find connections?
It is amazing. Like, I was listening to some audio from the other day, and Dean was asking Marcel, or me, I guess, about meeting people and giving them credit. He said, what happened? Do you think you don't give people enough credit? And my answer was, I think when I first meet people, I give them all the credit, and then I slowly take it away. And I was like, that's true. I do that. I never would have known.
So I wonder if in some ways Marcel is you.
Yes, Marcel is me, but more solid.
You've done a lot of adult things, comedy-wise.
Oh.
I mean, when I think of
How dare you?
Well,
I've done a lot of adult things. It's
yes,
true.
you have.
I have done a lot of adult things.
We've all done a lot of adult things. But I mean, in terms of the audiences that go see your work. And I wondered what it was like to do something through the filter of purely for kids.
You know, when I was growing up and I watched Sesame Street, it had the most beautiful color palette.
I agree, yeah.
And that's not what they do now. And a lot of stuff for kids is just like so highly saturated and ugly and like, and loud, and it doesn't trust children to have any sort of stillness or to need any sort of peace. And I remember seeing tons of beautiful, slow, simple things on Sesame Street. Like there's, you know, like just a short film on Sesame Street of how you make saxophones.
Right.
Or two kids working in their parents' Mexican restaurant, you know? It feels really good. And so I feel that I need that, and the adults that I know need it too. So when we made Marcel, we made it for ourselves because of what we felt that we needed. But the fact that it turned out to be completely appropriate, but also a little bit opening for children, like to thought, to give them a complex character that isn't based on anything they've seen before, but is totally connected to human emotions that everyone has, that to me feels like a total triumph.